Job 1 for the Ontario Concrete and Drain Contractors Association and our Local 183 partners is to always do the job right, the first time. This means meeting the Ontario Building Code specification in addition to municipal and builder requirements and following the OCDCA's recommended best practices. Doing so will ensure proper installation and avoid future costly repairs. The following video will look at the OCDCA's recommended steps in 1. Connection to existing sewer stubs. 2. Bedding, haunching, cover and backfilling. 3. Installation of solvent weld pipes and fittings. 4. Installation of gasketed pipes and fittings. 5. Inspection, testing, and warranty. Our first step is connecting to existing laterals. We begin by locating the existing green sanitary and white storm sewer stubs. Note the color code standard for pipes may differ depending on the municipality. When connecting to existing sewer stubs, the trench must be dry. If you do encounter a significant amount of standing water, it must be pumped out. Also, if unsuitable subgrade is encountered, additional trench depth should be excavated to remove the unacceptable material, then refilled and compacted with suitable material. For the purpose of this video, and to demonstrate the benefits of the sewer lateral extensions as endorsed by the OCDCA and our union Local 183, we have excavated and exposed the test fittings located at the property line. The purpose of the extension of the laterals is to create safe work environments by providing proper sloping, and also in consideration of utilities infrastructure damage prevention. Here, we can see how close we are to the exposed gas line and hydro connection. We must always make sure not to undermine or damage any existing sewer laterals and ensure adequate stone is placed for support at the connection for existing sewer laterals. We have located the green sanitary sewer pipe. We inspect the inside of the pipe, and using a clean cloth, we wipe off any debris or moisture. With a level, we check to confirm that the service sewer pipe has the proper minimum 1% slope. This equates to 1/8 of an inch for every foot. Then we lubricated the pipe spigot and gasket. For this connection, we are using gasketed pipe and fittings. The purposes of installing the Y fitting at this location is to provide access to retrieve the ball when conducting the mandatory ball test. To assemble the joint, we use a wood block and steel bar to push the spigot end into the bell until the insertion mark is reached. It is extremely important to confirm the gasket is installed properly by placing your hand inside the pipe and running your finger around the joint to check that the gasket has not rolled or hanging. Now we need to add support with bedding, haunching, cover, and backfilling. First, we must ensure ground soil conditions are suitable for pipe support. If not, additional trench depth should be excavated to remove the unacceptable material and refilled and compacted with suitable material, such as stone. Bedding may be used to bring the trench bottom up to grade before the pipe is installed. The purpose of bedding is to provide a continuous and uniform support for the pipe. Where bedding is required, a depth of 4 to 6 inches is recommended. When covering over pipe, ensure a minimum 12 inches of cover for protection. For haunching, stone should be placed on both sides of the PVC pipe. This is essential to the PVC pipe's ability to hold vertical loads. All pipe embedment and backfill should be selected and placed avoiding boulders, frozen lumps, and debris. To protect the pipes, we cover with gravel. The remaining trench can now be backfilled with select suitable material. Time to start the pipe installation process. The two main types of pipe assemblies used for the installation of exterior sewer laterals are solvent weld and gasketed pipes and fittings. The solvent weld pipe assembly is the most common standard used in the new home building industry. When joining or connecting PVC pipe, all pipes and fittings must always be inspected for defects or damage. Any defective or damaged pipe or fitting should be replaced, and all foreign matter should be removed from the pipe interior. After inspection of the pipe and fittings, we move to the field cutting steps. Here, we are using a handsaw to make straight, square cuts. Then we take a clean, dry cloth to remove any dirt, moisture, and burrs from both inside and outside of the pipe. Burrs can contribute to buildup and blockage, and any dirt or moisture will prevent proper adhesion. Cutting all fittings squarely will make for the maximum bonding connection. Not cutting squarely, or a diagonal cut, reduces the bonding area and leaves an open joint that may cause leakage and problems with the ball test. Furthermore, over time this may cause a buildup of debris, resulting in blockage. Similarly, adding too much solvent cement will cause the same problems. Once clean, we can apply the solvent cement. A sufficient amount of cement must be applied to the pipe and fittings, and the assembly must be made while the solvent is still tacky. Solvent cements should always be used as received in the original containers. Containers should be kept tightly covered to prevent evaporation of the solvent and should always be used before the expiry date. Safety is always our first priority on any job site. When handling any solvent cements, you must handle with care. Solvent cements are extremely flammable and should not be used or stored near heat or open flame. You must have proper ventilation. Never use in confined or partially enclosed areas. Avoid contact with skin. In case of eye contact, flush repeatedly with water. And keep out of the reach of children. For more information on potential hazards and how to work safe with this product, refer to the Material Safety Data Sheet. The alternative to solvent weld is gasketed pipes and fittings. On the municipal public side, gasketed pipes have been used for many years. On the private property side, for new home construction, this method is becoming more common. Presently, a number of municipalities have adopted the use of gasketed pipes and fittings as a standard in their jurisdiction. Using a mechanical saw, we make a square cut. As always, we recommend extreme caution when working with any power tools. But here we must bevel the ends to fit into the gasket connection properly. Measuring the factory-made spigot as a guide, we draw insertion lines. Now, at the installation stage, we make sure that all pipe fittings are clean and we check and remove any foreign material. Gasket lubrication is essential and must be applied to the spigot on the bevel cut all the way up to the insert reference mark, plus any additional contact surfaces of the gasket. When working with any chemical or solvent material, it is important to refer to the Material Safety Data Sheet for information on potential hazards and safety practices. Always keep a block of wood between the face of the pipe bell when pushing pieces together. This protects the pipe as well as ensures even distribution of the force pushing the pipe into the bell. Then, push the spigot into the bell until the insertion line of the spigot is even with the lip of the bell. For proper assembly, it is essential that we line up the pipe to ensure the spigot and the bell are aligned properly, always making sure not to insert the spigot into the bell beyond the insertion line. Before moving on to the next steps, we take a level and check that the slope is the proper recommended amount of 1%. A standard bubble level or gradient level are essential tools in ensuring the proper slope prior to backfilling. Finally, we move to the inspection and testing stage. Ball testing is mandatory under the current plumbing code. The ball test must be done for all buried pipes and is required to verify proper slope and installation. Camera inspection is quickly becoming the new standard for municipalities and builders and is now mandatory for certain municipalities. The camera instantly offers a view of the final installation and provides an immediate on-site visual inspection that confirms all pipes and connections are correctly installed. Here we see that the pipes, joints, and connections on this site are picture perfect. Furthermore, the camera has the ability to locate potential problems. A hanging gasket, leaking fittings, debris buildup due to pipe settlement. It is this ability to instantly identify problems that illustrates the benefits of on-site camera inspections. Whether it's the camera test or the ball test, both are reliable ways to confirm the job was done right. It is important to remember that failure of any sewer and underfloor drains is considered a structural failure. Warranty for structural failure is 7 years. Deficiencies are easily spotted by the camera inspection, and repairs are extremely costly. That's why it's important to do the job right the first time. We've looked at the OCDCA's recommended steps in 1. Connection to existing sewer stubs. 2. Bedding, haunching, cover, and backfilling. 3. Installation of solvent weld pipe fittings. 4. Installation of gasket pipe and fittings. 5. Inspection, testing, and warranty. Following the Ontario Concrete and Drain Contractors Association industry best practices and the Ontario Building Code requirements, along with adhering to your company's safe work procedures, will ensure that you do the job right the first time, every time.